he did his homework and found whites in Luxembourg. It was hard to find an important the best thing schools, so the choice is
Call Westminster at 917 Lawyers. That's 917 Lawyers.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety is the name of our game. Buckle up. Toyota. Get President's Day savings all month long. Lease a 2026 Corolla Cross L all-wheel drive for just $249 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
New York Mets baseball on SNY.
Wait, you're really mad you're home without finance?
Service value of Toyota's President's Day sales event. Toyota, let's go places. By Northwell's Cardiovascular Institute, treating the untreatable. And by your local Honda dealers, contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. The World Baseball Classic returns March 4th, featuring Mets stars as they take the field to represent their countries. Scan the QR code to see every matchup. Expect everything. Here are today's pitchers presented by Toyota. Clay Holmes will get the start. Jack Winiger, that is a
Clay Holmes, Jack Winiger,
great season.
Matt Turner, Anderson, Severino.
In the system.
Starting pitchers today for the Metropolitans.
Well, just because we know how it is up north, we figured we'd better bring one more shot of the beach. Yeah, that's real. That's what it's like down here. Baseball coming up next.
Let's go Mets! Even though it's spring training. Got about 2 minutes till first pitch. I believe it's Clay Holmes is going to be the first pitcher on the mound today for the Mets, but we'll see. We also got a couple of left-handed pitchers in the mix today. Anderson Severino is a left-handed pitcher that's going to be pitching today. If you want to subscribe to the channel in the meantime and like the stream, that's entirely up to you. I really appreciate it if you do. I'm very close to 9K subscribers. So I think I'll get to that 9K before summertime. Let's see, we got like 30 seconds or so. Wish I lived in Florida right now, man. Looks warm and nice at the beach. All right, here we go. There's a look at Carlos in the dugout.
There's the Mets manager, Carlos Mendoza, talking with the new bench coach, Kai Correa.
Kai Carrera is the new bench coach that he's talking to. Starting lineup for the Houston Astros: Altuve, Padres, Cole Diaz, Luperfido, Winkler, Sullivan, Unro, Allen. On the mound, Clay Holmes in the 2025 season. 33 games, 31 starts, 12-8 record, ERA 3.53, 165.2 innings, 150 hits, 66 walks, strikeouts 129, and his whip is 1.30. Mets defense today. Any big names out there? Simeon, second base. Brujan, third. Brujan short. Mauricio, third. Arroyo, first. Torrens is the catcher. Outfield, Taylor, Pache, and then over at right, Benji.
Very different looking lineup than we saw yesterday. A lot of the regulars have taken off.
Yeah, there's a lot of regulars today that are not playing. They want to be in the World Baseball Classic.
There's Joe Espada, skip for Houston, also entering his third season at the helm.
Yeah, both he and Mendoza know each other very, very well.
Joe Espada, third season as Astros manager, won AL West in 2024. He was their bench coach 18 to 23. All right, here we go. First pitch to start the spring training game. Hit, foul, and back. Looked like a 94-mile-per-hour fastball going backwards. Counts 0-1. Altuve, 155 games last season, 265 average, 26 homers, 77 RBIs, and 771 for that OPS. Next pitch from Clay. Hit. Bounce over to shallow center field after that 95-mile-per-hour pitch. Altuve's on first.
388 hits in his career, 255 home runs, to go along with 325 stolen bases, 3 batting champions, and he's just one of the finer players of his generation.
Do you think 3,000 is possible for him?
Yeah, I think it's possible because I think he'll DH.
1 on, no outs.
Be in the field the other half.
It's about 150 a season for the next 4 years. Very doable for Altuve. Isaac Paredes, second batter up. And this is a storyline to watch with the Astros around.
Strike, counts 0-1.
For Carlos Correa, brought him back into the fold.
Paredes. He's a DH, 102 games, 254 average last season, 20 homers. I think it's at 53 RBIs.
Their names have been in trade rumors, but as of now, everybody.
That's down, counts 1-1.
Paredes, in fact, was mentioned as going to the Boston Red Sox at some point. He could play the third base there to kind of alleviate that logjam. Paredes can hit.
Paredes. 1-1 count. Throw it at first, not in time.
Well, remember, Paredes was acquired in the Kyle Tucker trade. Had some injury issues last year, limited to just over 100 games, but still had 20 home runs with an all-star nod.
Counts 1-1. Popped up. Foul and back.
Almost.
Wait, hold on a second.
Well, it hit high, and then it bounced in.
Counts 1-2.
That counts. Do you remember what you said yesterday?
Yeah, I never caught one. I still haven't physically snatched one. That was on the reason. So,
Did a better job than Keith when it was coming back.
you come from everyone that's a trophy generation, not me. We have to make the play.
So you're telling me that you have to catch the ball on the fly in order to say you got a foul ball in the booth?
100% one-handed too. There were 2 hands.
Struck him out.
Snatch. And then play it off like you didn't even make the play. So that doesn't count. But we should give it to one of the young kids from 106.
Paredes goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Should Russell get on that? Third batter up, Zach Cole. Astros minor league player of the year last year. Cole made his major league debut on September 12th and homered on the first.
Ball counts 1-0.
I don't remember that. Funny looking hitter. He's a guy that at some point they would like him to replace Tucker. They think he could be that kind of player. Last year in the minor leagues, 19 home runs, 18 stolen bases to go along with 65 RBI.
Goes back to bunt attempt.
Counts 2-1.
Mauricio, the third baseman, was playing in the shortstop position, so it's wide open over there for young Cole.
Here's Clay Holmes last season. As you'd expect, a better first half of the year, but still gave the Mets quality starts, consistency, if not length, towards the end of the year. Actually pitched a gem for them when they needed it most. Second last day of the season.
Yeah, he went through a period. All the Mets pitchers were struggling, but of all the guys, he was the one guy that he counted on.
2-1 count.
To give him some length at least.
And there goes Altuve.
Altuve going to second.
The throw,
Not a good throw at all. Altuve safe on second base.
How good of an arm Luis Torrens has. Jose Altuve on second base after the steal.
But Altuve just got a huge lead.
Altuve on second, counts 3-1.
That big jump off Holmes.
There's the 3-1.
Hit.
That's a ground ball to the right
Grounded to
side.
first, out.
Makes the play, but the runner advances to third.
2 out.
So
2 outs. Altuve on third base.
Well, that was, again, that little in-betweener that we saw yesterday with Beatty was at first base, and first base for the Royal. When after that, hustled back, but then put himself in kind of a compromising position there on the line. He's lucky that Cole didn't run him over.
Now, Jorge Polanco was talking about that the other day. That is the one play that
Fastball goes
is the
ball.
most difficult in his mind to adjust to.
Counts 1-0.
Got a challenge.
Well, you got to have a feel. I mean, that's the key. You got to have a feel for the position. If you don't play it, you haven't had the reps.
So Joey Lombardo, incorrect. Astros down to one challenge already.
Counts 1-0.
Sorry, this is
Fouling back into the stands. 95-mile-per-hour pitch. Counts 1-1.
I know we're trying to get this right.
Diaz played in 143 games last season. 2.56 for average. 20 home runs. 70 RBI. 701 OPS.
But you have to start reading
That's low and away.
who's going to be sponsoring the
right.
Counts 2-1.
Well, for me, what's been, I don't know if irritating is the right word, but what's been a little bit confusing is seeing how early and how insignificantly guys are trying to use these challenges. And I do think that would change as we get into regular season action.
That's low. Did they call it a strike, though? No, low. Counts 3-1. Tommy, what's up, man?
Late in the game, you know, a big at bat where
What's going on?
there's 3-2 pitches called to strike, and you got to challenge it.
Diaz takes that called strike on the
Strike.
outside corner.
Outside corner.
Holmes one strike away from getting out of the first.
Full count. 2 outs. Runner on third is Altuve for the Astros. Hit. Grounded to second. Going to go to first here. He's out.
And that'll do it. Mets coming up to bat after a scoreless first for the Astros.
What the hell is Cactus League? What's Cactus League? I've never heard spring training be called Cactus League. Oh, in Arizona. Arizona League. Okay. Simeon, Benji, Terens, Tauchman, the DH, Taylor, Mauricio, Arroyo, Bruja, Ashe. I know I butchered some of those names.
Jason Alexander starting for the Houston Astros is nicknamed as
Jason Alexander on the mound. 18 games, 13 starts last season, 4-2 record, ERA 4.77, 77 innings, 80 hits, 26 walks, 5 strikeouts with 1.37. Cautiously optimistic is how I feel just about every year in the beginning, Tommy. Simeon rips one, right field, and foul, right field corner. Counts 0-1.
Three-time All-Star, key member of that 2023 World Series club, two-time Silver Slugger.
Simeon from Northern California, so is Alexander, who's from one of the most
Counts 0-2.
parts of this country, Santa Rosa, which is in Sonoma County, north of San Francisco.
Just misses outside.
Ball counts 1-2.
Brother Scott Alexander also.
Simeon, 230 average, 15 homers, 26 RBI, 62 RBIs. I mean, he ripped it left field.
Into left center field.
He's playable left center field. He's out. Zach Cole with the out, one away.
So here comes Carson Benj.
Carson Benj. I've been calling him Benji. It's Carson Benj. 281 average, 15 homers, 73 RBIs, 857 OPS. All that in the A, AA, and AAA last season. Here we go. This pitch. Ball inside to Alexander. Counts 1-0.
You like to hear those words from a young hitter.
That's number 2 prospect, number 16 in all of Major League Baseball.
Foul.
Ball-grounded foul.
First base side counts 1-1. Carson Benj, 60th overall prospect per MLB pipeline. 16th overall. Foul, third base side, I think, and then it goes backwards. Counts 1-2.
Nice open stance. Both eyes on the pitcher.
Low. Counts 2-2.
Started in high A last year, got all the way up to AAA in his first full pro season. That's minor league player of the year.
Low.
And he's let the count full. 19th overall pick in 2024 out of Oklahoma State. Bench, hard contact, picked on the backhand.
Over to first, he's out. 2 outs.
Ball hit on the nose by Benj, who now is hitting 500 and spraying 4 for 8.
Terens, 226 average, 5 homers, 29 RBIs, 629 OPS last season in 92 games. Swing and a miss, counts 0-1.
Backup catcher. Now can fill in the way that he did last year, was a Gold Glove finalist.
Well, you know,
Wow.
I know that catchers don't know what that label is.
Counts 1-1.
Catcher, but what a good backup catcher means is that you're good enough to start, and if an injury does occur, you don't lose a lot within the line.
Over towards third to first. Terens is out by a lot. We're going to the second.
And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Scoreless after one.
No, he doesn't have a name.
Time on any device, free.
Top of the second.
TV subscription. Scan the code to download the MLB app today. Clay Holmes fires a fastball in for a strike.
Fastball in for a strike from Clay Holmes. I'm just going to call him Joey because I don't know how to say the guy's last name. He had a .333 batting average last season. Swing and a miss. Looks like a cutter. Counts 0-2.
He's talked about working on that, sprinkling it in a little bit against lefties. Hasn't thrown that pitch since 2021.
Well, that was the kick change there, but it makes sense to use the curveball against the left-handed hitters, maybe more of the sweeper against the right-handers.
Foul, third base side. Counts 0-2.
Right there. Yeah, high breaker. Almost got looking feet up.
Works the high fastball right off of it, out of the zone, 1-2. Joey Loperfield.
Counts 1-2.
Haddonfield, New Jersey. Former Astro who returned to Houston after a year and a half with Toronto.
Hit.
That one right in front of the catcher.
Right in front of the catcher, and he dropped it.
Terrence can't pick it up. So
Terrence dropped it.
It's strange. I thought that he fouled it off his foot. That's what produced all that crazy spin, but obviously not. Was to hit it right off the end of the bat. Yeah, end of the foot. I mean, if I can see that up here, let's go, guys. That's why they have such bad spin on it. But good hustle by Loperfield. Didn't take anything for granted.
Saw a couple of missed calls yesterday, and that's one as well. So the Astros for the second straight inning have the leadoff runner on. We'll bring up Jack Winkler.
Jack Winkler. Last season with Miami, 14 games, .250 average, nothing else to report.
Brief MLB stint with Miami last year. He takes strike one.
It's a strike, counts 0-1.
That's round pick for the Pirates. And a few years back, he's played for both New York teams now for Clay Holmes.
Ronnie, I was talking to Clay yesterday.
That's a ball, counts 1-1.
They all run together now.
Right.
But he was saying that last year, so much of his mental energy was about just making every start and trying to prove to himself that he could make that transition. And he feels like this year he'll be a little more mentally freed up to just let it go.
Is that a strike or a ball?
Because he proved that he could do it, and his body's adjusted.
He might have worked so hard to make sure he made his starts that's why maybe he ran out of gas a little bit. So this year, he'll be able to be a little more intelligent about preparing himself for everything.
That's on the outside, counts 2-2.
It is great to see, though, because even 4 or 5 years ago, probably would not have seen a team allow Clay Holmes to do what he did last year because of the kind of archaic thought about how many innings you can add on year to year. But now with the advancements in sports science, they monitor him, and he's good to go. He's a big, strong guy. Go out there and fit there.
Hey, remember, there were a lot of other relievers who tried to make that transition, Jordan Hicks and others. And it
Counts 2-2.
So, he's one of the rare that was able to make that transition. Well, you have a good sinking fastball. If you throw that thing down and the hitters continue to just pound it into the dirt, it's got great movement.
Clay did say as well that last year you're a starter, you think you have to add more pitches. Doesn't want to get too far away from his bread and butter, which is that sinking fastball.
Counts 2-2. Hit.
Time tops it in play.
In play, and bad throw to second. And well, I don't know what Simeon's doing now. We got a runner on third, no out. And a runner on first.
With the bad toss.
No.
Well, Bruhan just rushed it. What he did here, though, that you cannot do is that if you're an infielder, you have to separate your glove away from your hand. He had the ball in his right hand. You got to get some separation there. Why? Because what does Simeon see? He sees the glove, the
What's up, Anthony?
Track of where it is.
Runners on first and third, no outs. Sullivan up at bat.
Defense back.
Ball, counts 1-0.
So maybe during the regular season, Steve, you're going to think some other thoughts, but in spring training, time at third.
Sullivan, 220 average, 17 home runs, 49 RBIs.
Bread and butter. Get another ground ball and let him turn two.
Swing and a miss.
In spring training, not that you ever want that to happen, but are you saying, okay, this is a scenario that I got to work through?
Yeah, I think it's important to have that adrenaline.
Counts 1-1. Hit, and then the bat went flying towards foul territory by first.
Yeah, well, that's great.
I'm going to want it this way. That's why you always have to keep your eyes on the game. You know.
Today, the starting pitcher, Anthony, is Clay Holmes. He has a total of 31 pitches right now. Here's pitch number 32.
Someone could get seriously injured.
That's why Luis
Counts 1 and 2 for Sullivan.
Eyes on the prize. There's the 1-2. And he struck.
Got him.
So Holmes gets big out number 1.
Struck him out.
So that's another thing you
1 out, 2 on. Then they play hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more.
You know, very interesting that he's thrown that curveball to lefties.
Where are you from, Anthony?
Because he said that he doesn't think it's going to be a swing and miss pitch for them. Maybe a pitch where you steal a strike early in counts, but today, utilizing it differently, at least early.
Next man up.
Riley on row.
Riley on row. Throw it to first.
On the throw over.
Oh, you're in Pennsylvania? How did you become a Mets fan? Were you always a Mets fan, even though you live in Pennsylvania?
Still yet to make his major league debut.
Riley on row. Played in AAA Toledo. Hit. Second base. First base. Double play. Good stuff. Clay clears the jam. We're going to bottom of the second. Grew up in New Jersey. Oh, okay. What other teams are you a fan of, Anthony? In regards to other sports. I have a few. I'm a Mets fan for baseball. I'm an Islanders fan for hockey, but for a while I was rooting for the Chicago Blackhawks as well. Basketball, I'm a Lakers fan, but I'll also root for the New York teams. I'll root for the Brooklyn Nets and Courtney's Knicks. And in football, Giants and Raiders. Giants and Raiders. Groovy Allen, what's up, man? Nothing. I'm just watching some spring training baseball. Can't wait for regular season. Groovy, you got a baseball team you root for? Baseball. The Mets, football, I like the Eagles. Just started getting into hockey. Not sure which team. Cubs, all right. Groovy, I guess. Are you rooting for all Chicago teams? Are you from Chicago or? Yeah, I knew what you meant, Anthony. Yeah, even though the Brooklyn Nets are a dumpster fire. All right, here we go. Bottom of the second.
Takes ball 1.
That's a ball there to Tachman.
Right field yesterday on a double.
Counts 1-0. He's also the Mets DH today. Next pitch. Foul and backwards. Counts 1-2. I mean 1-1. I'm sorry. Oh, that's cool. Were you alive for all the Michael Jordan championship runs, Groovy? I was. I'm old. Hit. Foul. First base side counts 1-2.
The Angels, Miami, Milwaukee, Boston, Oakland. But it seemed we found a home here in Houston. That brief stint with the A's last year did not go well.
That's low.
Talking holds up 2-2.
Counts 2-2.
But then Houston.
I appreciate you, Groovy and Anthony, popping up in my chat.
Just left 3.5.
I always appreciate new people popping up.
Starts in August.
Counts 2-2.
Scoreless against the Marlins, and then 5 days later against the Yankees.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him.
Gets the strikeout.
1 away.
So we're talking about Bruno before, but in between innings, he was talking with the coach. And really what he was telling me is that he took that ball out and was going to toss it to Simeon. He caught it on his glove, which kind of presented it like a change-up to Simeon and altered kind of the direction of the throw.
All right, who we got?
That's honestly why you separate your glove from the ball.
Is that Taylor?
You don't have those things happen.
Low?
And then he made up for it with the
Did he go around? No.
I mean, in a perfect world, you want to get that ball.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Right to the second.
Elimination chamber, you got to see that? I saw the end of it. Taylor cracks one right center field and play ball. He's out.
Fido makes the play for the second.
2 outs. I saw
This is the play.
Seth Rollins came back last
Let's see
night.
if we can capture what he was talking about. So as he goes to get rid of that ball, watch it in his right hand. It catches part of his glove, and he just lost complete control.
Wait, John Cena was at Elimination Chamber? I thought he's retired and done. Was he doing something else?
Underhanded over to that second baseman, so he has an highlight the whole time.
Ronnie Mauricio fouls one back.
Mauricio played second yesterday, playing third today.
Oh, that's cool, Rudy.
Spring with a home run.
Mauricio played in 61 games last season with the Mets. Swing and a miss. Counts 0-2.
He gets fooled by that one, 0-2. Alexander's got a good changeup. He's got a big.
Oh, I feel you. So he was like
And he does the same
kind of
thing.
corporate. He was kind of behind the scenes stuff.
And that's why Mauricio was way out in front of that change. Throws that changeup almost a third of the time.
Hit. Third base side. And Ronnie's going to run it out. He'll be on first base with 2 outs. Yeah, Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, this is another reason why you try to put the ball in play with 2 strikes. You never know what can happen. Kind of sawed off up in the strike zone with that cutter from Alexander, but well placed. And the third baseman knew there was nothing he could do on that. So put his pocket. So that's in that first base run of the afternoon. 2 outs now for Christian Arroyo. He can't find mine in the field for that.
Strike.
He takes strike one.
That's Arroyo. Up at bat. Counts 0-1.
23 with Boston. Last year in AAA with the Phillies organization, had a nice season. Hit .314.
I'm cautiously optimistic, Groovy, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. It's a roller coaster ride being a Mets fan, bro.
Big hole on the right side as the Astros hold on.
I don't think they'll have a losing record, but I kind of feel like they traded away their heart and soul getting rid of Alonso, Nimmo, and Edwin Diaz. So
That'll reach the seats.
the main names, it was Edwin Diaz, Jeff McNeil, Pete Alonso, Brendan Nimmo, Jose Siri, I think, is gone.
2013. There goes Mauricio.
Mauricio's going to second base.
Throw.
Safe.
Mauricio was still in base.
All right, Ronnie Mauricio's got himself a stolen base. He's on
You
second.
see a lot more running in spring training early than you usually see. lot of times it's guys getting their jumps, working on those, but also, trying to win on the margins, doing some.
Counts 1 and 2. Yeah, they did, Anthony. Left center field. At the wall, out. 3 outs. We're going to the third. Commercial break.
If you're still paying a fortune for your family's mobile plan, you're getting ripped off. Introducing Optimum Mobile's new everyday low prices. Unlimited mobile for just $20 a month. That's just $60 for your family. Enjoy the same nationwide coverage you're used to without getting ripped off. Just everyday value on America's largest 5G network. Get unlimited mobile for just $20 a month. Stuck in a contract? We'll pay off your old phones. Visit your local Optimum store. Call 8776-OPTIMUM or go to optimum.com/mobile20.
From first bites to big hit appetites, Nurture Life knows healthy food shapes healthy habits. That's when we make nutrient-packed meals and snacks, made with real ingredients and zero junk. Delivered fresh, right to your doorstep. Crafted by chefs and dietitians, Nurture Life fuels growing bodies, satisfies the eaters, and gives you time for the moments that matter. Nurture Life.
If you're still paying a fortune for your family's mobile plan, you're getting ripped off. Introducing Optimum Mobile's new everyday low prices. Unlimited mobile for just $20 a month. That's just $60 for your family. Enjoy the same nationwide coverage you're used to without getting ripped off. Just everyday value on America's largest 5G network. Get unlimited mobile for just $20 a month. Stuck in a contract? We'll pay off your old phones. Visit your local Optimum store. Call 8776-OPTIMUM or go to optimum.com/mobile20.
Tickets for March through June Mets home games are on sale now. You want to be there for all the big matchups and amazing moments? Go to Mets.com/tickets and secure your seats today. That's a dream for Keith right there, the popcorn machine. Right? Look at the size of those things. Look at that. Look at that whole real apple. A huge bucket. That would take me a week. To the third we go. Nick Allen. Mets know him well. New Astro, former Brave. Traded from Mauricio Dubon this offseason. Not much offensively, but what a wizard with the glove, sure. Yeah, that was one of those small.
Counts 1 and 1.
I think he's going to really help that. Dubon is a winning player. He played a lot of different positions. They just tried to. I thought this the GM probably trying to cover up for some of those injuries.
Hit, right field, shallow, drops. Bench couldn't get there.
So for the third straight inning to start the game, Astros have to lead off run around. Well, it doesn't matter who he plays for. Allen against the Mets, another hit. Back to the top of the order now. Jose Altuve. Look at that stat.
Altuve, only active player with 300 plus career and 200 plus stolen bases.
Stolen bases.
Ball inside.
Jose Altuve had the lowest batting average of his career in a full season, so not 2020. 303. Yeah. I mean, 3 batting championships. He's transformed himself. Early on, he was a guy 200 plus hits every single season.
Hit, foul.
Then he started to play the ball a little more and became more of a long ball threat. Said before, 255 home runs in his career, 27 home runs in the postseason, 3 of those in the ninth inning. Talk about winning players. So.
Ball.
And he and some other Astros are always going to have to live with the cheating scandal.
Counts 2 and 1. We're still scoreless right now, Steve. Top of the third. Astros are batting. How's it going, Steve? How's your Sunday? Counts 2 and 1. Here's pitch 40 from Clay Holmes. That's low.
And that definitely will hang over them. But the numbers that they put up with big moments, a real deal. Before the Astros,
Good to hear, Steven.
Consecutive
postseasons, the only reason to watch the Astros was Altuve.
3-1 count. That's high. He walked them.
Take it for a walk. And there's 2 men out, nobody out here.
Runners on first and second, no outs.
These are those 2017 Astros. Forevermore at a huge asterisk there. But Altuve, AL MVP that season, with almost 350.
Yeah, I am. Thank God. But isn't it gonna snow again tonight in New York?
So just like last inning, 2-1, nobody out. And there goes Altuve. Sorry, Nick Allen. He steals third without a throw.
Altuve at first, I wish they had said that he was going to go. I read it follow, but now he gets a sliding glove. It's going to take it serious.
Well, Altuve with a stolen base in the first. Nick Allen now with a stolen base in the third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Paredes takes one at the corner, 1-1.
I think Clay Holmes did a real nice job last year of holding runners at first. I think at second is where he's got to work a little bit. Sometimes he doesn't keep those runners at second close enough.
And what would that involve? How is that different?
They'll just have to change up, Steve, your looks. Sometimes you look at the runner and then look at the plate. Sometimes you look at the runner twice and you look at the plate. You have to just alter a very
1-2 count.
pitch so they can't really hone in on what your move is.
Nick's up 29-21. Nice. That's low.
Ball in the dirt, runners stay put.
Counts 2-2.
Good job by Terrence, keeping it in front.
Terrence is just special. He's a special defensive catcher. He makes it look so easy, and it's something that is not easy at all.
You know, he's coming up. He was an offensive catcher.
He's more back to
Right, he's turned himself into a fantastic defender.
Throw the first, not in time.
Interesting career because he was taken as a Rule 5 pick, so he's in the big leagues before he was probably ready to be a
Straight from single A.
and didn't play. So he lost an entire year of development.
Holmes keeping Altuve close. That's the second throw over, though, so we'll see if Altuve takes off here. Stay put. Paredes into shallow right field.
Shallow right field. He's out.
They will test it, but Allen thinks better.
Good throw to home and holds the runner at third.
Escaped it back to third.
Okay.
That's the former pitcher, Carson Benj, out there.
Carson Benj with an arm.
95 plus from right field. That's pretty shallow, so it's a good place for him to throw from. But good mechanics, he got behind that ball, and a one hopper maybe off the plate. But Allen looked like he wanted to score, took a peek, and it was like, I don't think so.
I asked Benj.
Runners first and third, one out. Next man up for the Astros.
I like to let it eat.
You like to let it eat. Nice. It's like a superpower having a runner like that, you know?
Here's Zach Cole now.
Strike.
Clay Holmes,
Zach Cole up at
just
bat.
like he did in the second inning, looking for an
Counts
inning-ending
0-1.
double play.
Played in 15 games last season, 2.55 batting average. That's a ball.
1-1.
Counts 1-1.
Clay Holmes did a great job in clutch moments last season in his first year transitioning to starter.
See the double play depth of Simeon at second base. That's a little unusual position.
Pop up.
Ball in the air from Zach Cole. Going back is Carson Benj.
Carson Benj in front of the wall. Out.
He makes the play, but that
Runner's going to go, and they're going to score. 1-0 Astros.
So Nick Allen comes across for the first run of the afternoon, and Astros take the 1-0 lead.
Allen scored.
It's good at that by Cole. That ball was crushed. break into the teeth of the wind. So instead of a 3-run homer, he gets a sac fly.
Very windy afternoon here, reports in. You see those flags and everything blowing straight in towards our booth. Windier than yesterday, and yesterday the ball came down out there as well.
2 outs, runner on first, and a ball
Takes ball one high.
to Diaz.
Diaz.
Counts 1-0.
Houston's primary catcher, middle of the order.
Diaz, 20 home runs last season,
Drove in
70
last year, 20 home
RBIs.
runs.
Hit.
Goes the opposite way. Sliding is Simeon to make the grab.
And out at
But
first.
the Astros do score one through 2.5. It's 1-0 Houston.
Mets up after this. Damn, what did I do with my mic? Me too, Anthony. Me too.
Do you ever do that as a kid growing up? Make the signs?
No, I never did that. I didn't really attend. I only went to one professional Red Sox game when I was a kid on the bus with a lot of other Little Leaguers. That was really the only time I went to a regular season game.
I did it one time.
You made a sign?
I made it one time when I was right around this age. When I was 10 years old. I painted my face red, white, and blue. I went to a Rangers game. I think the sign said something like 1997 equals Stanley Cup or something like that. Yeah, it was very witty.
Counts 1-0.
New pitcher for the Astros, Kyrie Tang. Vidal Brujan gets his first at bat of the afternoon. Brujan,
Counts 2-0.
acquired by the Mets from the Twins in January.
Swing and a
Swing
miss.
for Brujan, 2-1. Spent 2025 with the Cubs, Orioles, and the Braves. Noted for speed. 147 stolen bases from 2018 to 2021 in the minor leagues.
2-2.
Has he stolen at quite the same clip in the majors?
That's Brujan up at bat, by the way.
262 games.
Here's the 2-2. And that's Tang on the mound for the Astros. Just on the outside, full count
Just
now.
outside. The count full.
It's interesting for who really contingents on whether Rivera's going to be ready by opening day or not, whether he has a real chance to make this ball club.
Hit.
Ground ball up the middle. Nick Allen.
From second to first, out.
Smooth as ever.
One away.
Isn't that funny though, Trav? That you're looking for Bruja. He either is the starter shortstop on opening day, or probably doesn't make the team or AAA. But yeah, that's insurance. Well, all of us fans are hoping that Francisco can come back by 26th of March. Is that game number 1? I believe so. There is nothing that bothers Francisco Lindor more than having to do that job.
Hit. Foul. Counts 0-1.
Christian Pache, shortstops just by their nature are kind of adrenaline junkies. You know, they just need to be out there running around.
Low and away.
Well, we know that
Counts 1-1.
fully expect that Francisco Lindor will be there on opening day. And you never know, but we've been around Lindor enough to know that if they try and take that away from him, it's going to fight pretty hard. Yeah, that's what he has slated, I'm sure, in his own mind. The problem is that they're going to have to be very careful. If he's ready for opening day, maybe he plays 5 out of 7 days in the first couple of weeks, you know? Just not to rush him.
Counts 3-1.
Christian Pache, he spent time with 5 major league teams, all of last year at AAA. And he takes a walk.
Runner on first for the Mets.
Get back into it now. So, what can you do when you have a broken handmade bone and you've got a cast on you? Well, you can get your run again. I think it's Justin Clark. Yeah, it's left hand, right? So he gets him thrown in. And just working on stance and balance and all of those things. And that's nothing new. We see him do that everywhere. But new hitting instructors now, so there's a time period where everyone's trying to get to know each other and get on the same page. Speaking of getting on the same page, this is the one
Ball and a strike for Simeon.
To see in spring training. It's Marcus Simeon and Francisco Lindor working that double play combo up the middle. Well, they're such pros and gold glovers in their own right that it won't take long. Having a lot of conversations already. It'll be interesting for Simeon to
Upstairs,
see what the Mets
counts
can
2
do
and 1.
defensively. I'm still a premier defender, and that's first and foremost why I was acquired. But the last couple of years haven't been great from an offensive perspective.
Low.
Still in there, change of scenery.
Counts 3 and 1.
Coaches like you talk about. I mean, a world champion just 2 seasons ago.
Walked him.
He takes a walk to the Mets. 2 on. That's back-to-back walks. Taking us in some danger here. A lot of his pitches have been up this inning. Good opportunity now for Carson Bench.
Carson Bench coming up to bat.
Simeon's coming out of the game. We've got a pinch runner in for the Mets.
Pinch runner in for Simeon. Clough.
Pinch runner is Jackson Clough.
Swing and a miss.
Shortstop who is with the Nationals.
Counts 0-1.
And it's 1-1 on bench.
Counts 1-1.
Clough is another one of those guys who have been in the leagues a long time, 29 years old, looking for his first taste of big league action. Bench fouls that one straight back to the screen. 1-2. Carson Bench grounded out in the first inning.
Bench's stance and swing reminds me a little bit of Jackson Merrill, center fielder for the San Diego Padres.
I like that comp. There's another ground ball to the right side. Altuve doesn't have time to go to second, so a productive out that advances both runners for Bench.
Runners on second and third with 2 outs.
Bench should sign up for a similar Jackson Merrill rookie season from Carson Bench. I think so. Well, that's interesting you mentioned Jack. It's interesting you mentioned Merrill though, because when people have been asking about Bench, I think not to put too much pressure on him, but that's the type of rookie that the Mets kind of think that he could be.
That's low.
You know, I mean, that was a spectacular.
Counts 1-0.
It was a spectacular year, but he's that kind of athlete.
Right.
You know, so you just figure when you're talking about the elite athletes that they're going to do a better job of making adjustments, which are so important early in your career.
You know, you look at this Mets team and look at the changes and losing the production of Alonso, certainly, and the Mets talk about replacing everybody in the aggregate. Bench is really that wild card. If he can have that type of a year, it changes the entire dynamic and length of the lineup.
Swing and a miss. Counts 1-2.
Big swing and a miss from Luis Torrens, 1-2.
I mean, I think that's what the interesting part to me about the Mets. It's great for us because we're going to be covering some new people and talk about new people. But there's a lot of what ifs. You know, what if Simeon returns to that 45 home run season? What if Benj is the real deal?
I do think the way that they constructed the roster, though, which is nice, is it's what if, but we're not relying on those ifs.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of different ways to kind of win with this roster that they have set up now.
He's one of those guys as well, Jorge Polanco. Pro's pro. Yet to get into the Grapefruit League game. Taken just outside.
Outside.
3-2.
Counts 3-2.
I'm really interested to see what the breakdown looks like at first base this year. Because I know Polanco is going to get a lot of time there, but Bailey looked really good yesterday in his first outing. I wonder.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 3.
He's out.
And the Astros get out of the jam. 3-3. It's 1-0 Houston.
In the classroom, in the field, on the wall. Stony Brook University is a place for daring. Daring to see where you can go when you follow your heart. Daring to find your own path is not always easy, but it's always worth it. At Stony Brook, New York's flagship university, daring to be something more in this world starts with daring to be true to yourself. Stony Brook University, dare to be.
Now's the time for a great deal of new hockey. It's time to take it back with rugged capability and commanding style. From the Kelly Blue Best Value Brand. Right now, you can get a $269 per month lease on the 2026 CRV all-wheel drive Everest.
When my mom was diagnosed with mesothelioma, I felt powerless. We figured out she had a bigger case to get justice for what happened to her. Then a dear friend mentioned whites in Luxembourg. They achieved record settlements for their victims. And we knew they were so very qualified.
Call Whites in Luxembourg today at 917 Lawyers. That's 917 Lawyers.
All right, commercials. Let's go.
Hyundai Getaway Sales. Lease an all-wheel drive Hyundai Tucson SE for $219 a month, or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
Play home Holmes back out for the fourth inning. He is
Clay Holmes back out there for the fourth inning now.
In spring training, heading to the WBC. So ramped up a little quicker, or a little earlier, I should say.
Strike counts 0-1 for Joey.
Will
Perfito.
leading off. Singled in that second inning. But it really shouldn't have been a single. Off his foot. The umpire missed.
Ball.
So Holmes has done a great job the last 2 innings. Into trouble and out of trouble. First and third, nobody out in 2 consecutive innings, just 1 run across.
Hit.
Perfito
Left field.
to left field.
Out.
Taylor's on it. One away. Well, we
One
talked
away.
about the World Baseball Classic and Clay Holmes heading there after this start.
Mexican World Baseball Classic. Brazoban. Duarte.
Baseball Classic. Minor leaguers as
Jaquez.
well.
Marabito. Soto, Vientos. Carrillo. Holmes. McLean. Ramos. Stock. Young.
You know what's interesting about Holmes and the Mets and pitching coach Justin Rose
Hit.
is that they will, especially
Foul.
Wood will have a kind of schedule that he'll give Holmes, and Holmes will give it to, I believe it's Andy Pettit, is the pitching coach for the USA team. And then the USA team will do their best to try to keep him on that routine so that when he comes back to spring training, he's kind of where they want him to be as far as getting ready for the regular season.
Counts 0-1.
And it does make it, I always find that part fascinating about the WBC, where you're managing to win, but you've got all these teams that you have to keep in mind.
That's right. And players won't fair. I mean, think of it this way. You're going to have Terrence Cooper starting games. His health.
Counts 0-2.
To Terrence Cooper of the Detroit Tigers. So there's a lot of pressure on Mark DeRosa, Andy Pettit, that entire staff. But they'll do the right thing.
Well, it will be interesting to see.
Struck him out.
Strike 3 call.
2 outs.
Jack Wicklow got down for the second half. It'll be interesting to see just how big of a part of this Clay Holmes and Nolan McLean become, because the 2 big boys in Skeens and Skubal, they're not going to be there that long.
Yeah, but made out Skubal maybe 1 game, and Skeens maybe just a couple of starts. Yeah.
Joseph Sullivan takes
Counts 0-1.
It's the best fastball Holmes has thrown this afternoon, so he's trying to finish real strong here in this fourth.
This will be the 59th pitch of the afternoon. That just misses.
He's a mid-season forward. Everything he is throwing, if it is missing, it is just missing by inches.
And runs away, 2-1. Clay Holmes, the opening day starter for the Mets last year. Gives way to Freddie Peralta this season. And that's a good, hard sinker. And Holmes 1 strike away.
Key in the sinker is to get right on top of it, so the ball doesn't run, it goes straight down. That's his best one of the afternoon.
Follows things on.
Yeah, follows it with a quick
Full
kick
count.
change, which is a good combo. Sinker down, kick change off of that.
And he gets him swinging.
Struck him out.
Best day of the day for Clay Holmes. Gets the Astros 1-2-3 in the fourth.
This is the all-new redesigned 2026 Nissan Sentra. With the most standard features of any sedan in its class, it means you can have your cake and drive it too. The 2026 Nissan.
a nice way.
Counts 1-1. Hit.
Talkman, hot shot to first base.
First base.
Wait
Out.
take it himself for out number 1.
Good curveball here from Ted. He's shown a good breaking ball so far in this inning plus of work. Good base play by Whitford to the line. That was always his play. Ted looked like he's not going to get there.
You know, we talk about this right field competition with Talkman and Benj and Tyrone Taylor.
Strike, counts 0-1.
But I also wonder if subtly we're not thinking about it the right way. That, yeah, the starting right field job is up for grabs, but you know, Tyrone Taylor and Mike Talkman could also be battling for that fourth outfield spot.
Or maybe if Benj does not work out, or you think he needs more seasoning, that could be a good choice. Absolutely, those two players. Yeah. And this is assuming that Robert Jr. is going to be healthy to play 150 games. So that's another part of it. I hope he is, and I hope the Mets fans get to see him. He's quite a player when he's healthy. Quite an athlete.
And that's why the Mets are taking it extra slow, extra
Counts 1-2.
this year.
Ripped it left field. Scorched earth.
Into the seats.
Home run.
Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor just tied it up.
What a spring. And the Mets are on the board.
Mets on the board. 1-1.
Tyrone Taylor is one of those guys you vote for. He's just a good guy,
Nice.
good teammate, hard worker, hustler, everything that you want in a teammate he represents. Covered that way.
Ryan Mauricio now takes ball 1. And he's
Ryan Mauricio took a ball, counts 1-0.
And as a fourth outfielder, he is almost a perfect fourth outfielder. But again, the reason I brought it up is that Mike Talkman is also close to that.
Right? The same kind of teammates, same kind of players would have a challenge.
Oh, we have a challenge. That's the ball.
It's a lazy breaking ball that they're hoping to probably call for a strike, but Ronnie said, wait a minute.
Counts 1-0.
Less than half an inch. So from 1-1 to 2-0 now for Mauricio.
Now it counts 2-0.
Well, for Tyrone Taylor, his 24 season was so good.
All right, well, there's only one person here, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.
He is a great teammate, but you